Hey guys, Jarrell here, GreyWolf TV. We're back with our TV reactions for Fringe. We are on to episode 18. Now in the last one, if we just come away from the case of the week, which is kind of what it was, it also had a lot of background information for us about Olivia and Walter and all these experiments that took place, including William Bell. Had to think of that then. And Walter, at the end of the episode, starts looking through his old files and looking through some old videotapes, finds a tape, puts it in, and it is a recording of him and William Bell discussing what's just happened in a room with a little girl where all the room is burned apart from one area around her, and it turns out that little girl is called Olive, otherwise known as Olivia. No, Walter knows all along that Olivia is that little girl, or at least I think he does, or if he didn't, he's now figured it out. Will he say anything or won't he? And these drug trials, I still can't remember the name of the drug. I know it begins with C. I'm going to have to get used to the name of this drug. It's obviously going to keep appearing in it. This drug has been trying to prepare these children for these recruits that are going to become soldiers. I think I've got that right. I'm not delving any more into it until we get some more and I have more of an understanding of the process of how all of this fits together. So, for now, sit back, relax. This is episode 18.
His girlfriend got back from a business trip in Portland, couldn't reach him. She found him here. We confirmed her trip, no forced entry, no witnesses.
There appear to be bite marks. See how the flesh is ripped?
They'll be human, won't they?
Canine or even ursine, but human.
You're suggesting that someone chewed his spine out?
Yes. But with a jaw strength well in excess of that of a normal human being.
Great, well, maybe we're looking for Dracula.
Ha! Finally, son, you are opening your mind to new possibilities. But no, there are no vampires, sadly.
Bob Dunn's girlfriend said that he had a car, an Audi A4. It wasn't in the garage, and we couldn't find it when we did a 2-block sweep.
It may help us understand why their spinal columns have been completely drained with spinal fluid.
The killer took the victim's spinal fluid?
Oh, is that what they're after?
Where would the fun be if we already knew all there is to know?
I ran an index search. A sample of that particular strain of syphilis was shipped out 4 weeks ago. I took the liberty of running the rest of Lubov's research requests over the past few years. This isn't the first contagion they've ordered from us.
It's definitely experiments again, for sure. Well, someone's in. What the hell are you doing? He's not even heard him.
Agents, you're under arrest. And you see these? They're human bite marks. What is out there doing this? What happened to these people?
How long have you been a follower of Z.F.T? That's right, Dr. Boone. We know about Z.F.T.
What do you know?
Enough to know that they're using the world as a testing ground for experiments. We want to know more about David Robert Jones, about who funds Z.F.T. and why.
Someone was dosed.
With what?
I know a lot about the things you want. And more. And I'll answer your questions. But you have to help me first. They have my wife. I want you to get her back. Whom to hurt and when.
You're telling me Z.F.T's coercing you to conduct these experiments by threatening to harm your wife?
Why would they be punishing you?
Because when I realized what my work was being used for, I tried to get out.
The address Boone gave us where he says they're holding his wife, it's a restaurant in Chinatown.
Doesn't exactly scream Z.F.T. hive of activity.
They've been tagged by Edison.
Meaning?
They're burning 5 times more power a month than they should making mushu pork.
Something doesn't feel right here.
Nicholas Boone Lapone, Titsan Ali, Valerie Boone.
Your wife isn't there.
I know that. There's a room in the back. Can you see it?
Yeah, we've checked. She's not there.
I know, but what I need is...
No, I'm not gonna do a thing until you tell me why we're here.
Oh, we're getting to that.
No, you tell me now.
Yeah.
Inside that cooling unit, you'll find a contagion of 5 vials marked XT43. The person who's out there killing has been dosed with this.
Uh-oh. There she is again.
You are so beautiful.
You are so dead. This is really different.
You're my kind of guy.
I'm sorry.
Whoa! So, she's stealing... Let me get this right. She's stealing spinal fluid? Which is why she opens up their spine.
Why would Z.F.T want you to create something like this?
To create a human nightmare. The syphilis was just a platform. Carrier for other attributes.
Ah.
Attributes that changed her.
For what purpose?
Well, for the same reason they asked me to create the skin growth toxin.
Oh, he did that?
To show off.
To whom?
Other scientists. Now that you've recovered the dose samples, I can make it. My offer still stands. I'll tell you everything I know when you find her. Now I'll need access to a lab with a blood analyzer. I'll also need a spectroscope and a centrifuge.
105 degrees.
When the rat's successfully infected, this strain of syphilis raises a body temperature well above normal.
It's an honor to have your intellect in my lab.
That's high praise. Because I know very well who you are.
I bet you do.
That makes one of us.
Is it figure of speech?
No.
Or do you believe there is such a thing? The soul?
There are days when I wish I did.
With the understanding that there are things man shouldn't know.
We are about to inject the infected rat with an antidote. Should it prove effective, it will no doubt work on humans as well.
Where is she getting her victims? You must have some idea where she'd go.
The person out there killing people is not thinking like my wife. Well, she wouldn't recognize me.
Hey, Peter, will you turn out the lights?
Seriously?
All right, Peter. I ordered it on television.
It's an entry stamp.
That's a club stamp.
He's got the same one. It's a place called the Cavern. The industrial area is really happening in the underground club scene right now.
And the rat's dead.
Look, I need more time to make the cure. Please. If you take her alive, I know I can save her.
I know what's wrong. The contagion required cerebral spinal fluid as a catalyst, and the cure must require some as well.
Bond the cure to the contagion.
Yes, and the only spinal fluid we know for a fact is compatible is my own.
Well, no, that's out of the question. It's too dangerous. If you lose more spinal fluid, it could cause a brain hemorrhage.
No, I was very careful to monitor the amount of fluid I removed. Another 25 milliliters should be safe.
Walter.
No.
We can't.
Well, we have no other choice.
Prep the table, Agent Frank.
Thank you.
Anything?
No, not yet.
Oh, she's here. There you go.
I got her. She's moving along the back wall.
She stands out like she's on fire. She's that hot.
Charlie? Charlie, I think she's headed to you.
What's she wearing?
Black dress, freakishly blue eyes.
It's her! Take her down! We got her!
Walter?
Give me a TPA injection.
You lied to me. You let me take too much spinal fluid.
How far would you go?
Walter, what happened?
He had a stroke.
Pulse is strong.
Damn it.
So is she. He's in front of her. 30 cc's of the antidote, please.
Okay, now what?
Now we wait.
Walter?
No! Let her!
What?
Just to be working.
I think he's dead.
Walter?
Dr. Boone asked me to give this to you personally, Agent Dunham.
What is it, Walter?
But you and I had a bargain, and you held up your end. Now, I have made many mistakes in my life, but in the end, I should at least be a man of my word. I never dealt with anyone of significant rank within the movement, but I was able to gather some names.
Nicholas Boone talked. He told us everything he knew about Z.F.T. According to Boone, the man who's funding Z.F.T. is William Bell.
Okay, so we've got it. It's William Bell. If anyone could fund all of this and have the resources, the manpower, the pull, the sway, everything, it would be the richest man in the world, which apparently in this he is. Because he owns Massive Dynamic. It's Walter's old friend who he used to work with in the lab, which I still can't get my head around. So that was a completely standalone episode in the fact that it was focused around trying to save that guy's wife, but at the same time they entangled it into being part of Z.F.T. and that we get some more information. So at least we've got one name, but probably the most important name that we need. Although I'm not sure how the hell Olivia's going to handle that. If he is that rich, that powerful, can you even get near him? I mean, the highest up she's gotten with Massive Dynamic is Nina, and I don't trust Nina as it is. That's going to be interesting to see where it goes with that. That poor guy is somebody who obviously used to work for... I don't know whether he worked for William Bell or he just worked for some other people lower down the chain. Like he said, he's never even heard of David Robert Jones. So, but he was the one who came up with that toxin that would seal that guy's eyes and mouth in the episode a few episodes ago. And this was his punishment for refusing to continue his research. What I wanted to discuss and talk about when I said I'll speak about it afterwards in the commentary was Walter, when he said it's okay, you can take some more of my spinal fluid. I was very careful, it won't make any difference, I'm already paralysed now. And he's like, no, out of the question. And as soon as he gave him that insurance, Walter just straight away went, okay, prep the table, we'll do it. I fear that is still what the issue is with Walter. He mentioned it a bit back, saying, I've never thought of the consequences, I've never feared of the consequences or the results and who it may affect or hurt, as long as the science and the experiment is a success. And I feel that is still in him. I know he's got some memory loss and everything, but there's a glint in Walter's eye every now and again that the actor John Noble is so good at portraying, where you can see his mind working just the way at the end there that he was looking at him on the table after he died. And I feel there's an awful lot more to Walter and his experiments and his past than what we have yet. We are only in season 1, I'm sure we're going to get loads more information, but I feel like they're purposely showing these little snippets and scenes for you to try and pick up on it if you're watching carefully enough. Right, so that was episode 18, guys. I love that. That was a good episode. Like I said, standalone in its majority, but a little bit of the storyline entangled into it, and now we have a name. I just don't know what she's going to do with it. Right, episode 18, guys. I'll be back for another one later in the week. This is the first of our 2 for the week. If you want to watch the full version, don't forget it'll be available on Patreon. Link will be in the description. You can go and check that out and have a look. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on, so you know when all my videos are released. They're pretty much every day now. So until the next one, guys, take care.